Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefan, and in this video I'm going to show you a tutorial for Kabalevsky's Opus 39 number 3. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and make sure to check the notifications bell to never miss a new video. Also, I now offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information in the description below. Kabalevsky's Opus 39 was written for beginners to develop technique, expression, and musicality. It's an amazing book for developing all of these skills, and it's a progressive book going from very easy to quite difficult. And it's perfect for beginners around grade 1, under grade 1, all the way to grade 2 or grade 3 the most. In this video, let's have a look at number 3. First, I'm going to demonstrate the piece, and then I'm going to break it down into little bits and talk about the difficulties and what you need to pay attention to. As you can see, the tempo indication says in the march tempo, tempo di marcia, so in a marching style or marching tempo, which doesn't really mean any specific speed, but fairly fast. The key signature is D minor, so we have one flat, a B flat, so every single B is going to be flat. And the time signature is 4/4, and we mostly have crotchets, quarter notes, and minims half notes, so it's fairly easy to read. Now, both hands are made up of staccatos and tenuto notes, so as you can see, the piece is really working on articulation and expressing articulation. The melody of the right hand is following steps and skips, so it's fairly easy to read and follow. Now, these staccatos are going to be finger staccato, not wrist staccato, so you don't have to use too much of your forearm and wrist. It's mostly your fingers that are working. And you have to make sure they're really light and everything is relaxed. Your wrist, your hand, and your fingers are working almost like touching something really hot like a stove. When you start learning the notes, you can avoid the staccatos and just try to get the intervals. The best thing is to look at skips and steps. If you don't know what they are, I have a video to improve your sight reading, and the first lesson is about skips and steps, so make sure to watch that. It's going to make your sight reading much better if you understand skips and steps, or intervals of seconds and thirds. Now, once you learned the right hand melody and you can play it legato or detached, then you have to start adding in the articulation, which is the staccatos. And then we have the tenuto marks, the little straight line on the D, which basically means the note has to be slightly louder. It's a pressure on the note, but it's not staccato, it's not bouncy. You have to hold the note to the full value, but it's going to be stronger. So once again. And that's the right hand. The left hand is playing just on the first beat of every bar, and it's a tenuto and a staccato. Now, that is a little bit contradictory when you see things like that, but it basically means that it has to be stronger, accented, so slight pressure on the note, but also staccato and bouncy at the same time. So basically a louder staccato, louder than the right hand. We start in the treble clef, so above middle C, here is middle C, F and A, 3/5. That's the first chord. Then we go 2/4 to the G and B flat, then A and C, 1/3, and then we shift up to the B flat and D. Then we go back to A and F, G, B flat, A, C, and jumping down to our D minor, D and A is a 5th. Now, once we memorize the motion of the left hand, we can add in our staccatos. And that's how you practice the articulation. Now, as you can see, we have double notes in the left hand. So every time you hear something like this, When one finger goes down slightly sooner than the other, you have to stop and fix it. Chords need to be very accurate, so both notes need to go down exactly at the same time. Relax the hand, curve the fingers, and concentrate on getting the two notes down at the same time. And once you can play both hands separately, start putting it together. It's fairly easy because you have staccatos in both hands. It's just memorizing the motion. Where are you going? Where is the hand moving? And dynamics wise, it says loud forte at the beginning and there's no change at all. So you can just play it nice and loud all the way through.